Hello, everyone. Welcome. This is the big finals. We have here Big Rohbrot and Mr. Batu. And Batu is doing a birthday today, so happy birthday for you, Batu, and good luck in the finals of Revolt Royale 2. And finally waited. This big finals gonna happen now. We have Italy here on to the left side of the map in the color green. Mr. Rohbrot playing La Italia, Patria Amada. And Batu here is going to be playing on the color red as the Sweden. We've seen Batu Sweden before, he did pretty well. And it's pretty much one of the season's strongest revolts, I would say. So that's going to be a big challenge for Rohbrot to hold this up. So we're going to be playing now back into this map. This is the... So now we have this theme. So for the finals, we have the around the world theme. So it's gonna have a little bit of everywhere. So this is Nile Valley. You're gonna have Karelian Lakes, then Pampas, Malaysia, and France. So all across the board into a. So you had different sections, and now you're just going all over the place. And this is gonna be Nile Valley, and this is a map that has very strict entrances here for the base, so kind of favors a lot the defender here, that's for sure. So deck wise, nothing out of the extraordinary. We do also have riding school, that could be an option, and even things for cavalry damage if you go for more into a Haka pellet option. I think so far, if I'm not mistaken, most of Italy Revolt so far. Also, K-Shot is a card that I might like to see. And Batu is the kind of guy that can actually pull up different build orders and actually do different stuff that he done before. So actually, I want to see if he's actually going to differ from what he's done in the past. So he's going to stick to his guts and see what works. But Robot's going to go playing Italy here. Italy is a very strict in revolts because he only allows you to... Oh, he can revolt to USA and Argentina, which can be quite good. I think Argentina was super strong back in the day. But I'm not sure if he's going to go Argentina. I would like to see maybe an Argentina revolt. Probably the best way to go about this. And maybe on a 15 minutes Argentina, maybe you can actually do greater things. You just haven't seen like a good Argentina revolt yet. Most of the revolts we've seen from Italy was Brazilian ones, it was not that impressive. Because here we have a Pietro Paolo Marcone Mava. So deck wise, we have a beginner's deck here with the Capitalism Age 1, sending some church builds here, some of the resource crates. Options would go with Papal Bombards and Papal Company. He ships a number of Papal Guards and Papal Bombards is 18 Papal Guard and 3 Papal Bombard. That's a very interesting card. He managed to pull this off before. The Revolt is very expensive though. It's pretty much a H4 Revolt by itself. Could be a very good option here for Rohbrot. Rohbrot going with the steel traps. We finally can see the market. It's so good to see what's inside the Lombard as well. We can see what can be dropped into the crates and all the units that they can actually make out of them. So you see they can actually make lens connects and also Highlanders by a very expensive amount of coin. And L metals will come at the cost of 400 coin. It's so expensive. And I also have Folk Heroes. That's gonna be an upgrade for these units. I'm gonna give them 20% HP. Rohbrot aging up straight away, sending Monte de Pietà, trying to go to H3 as fast as possible instead of going for the Uffizi and trying to get the experience. TP also in range, so it's something might be seen at some point after the maybe with the construction of the architects. But I think he's just focusing on the Lombards for now.
Bondi.
Batu on the other hand. Let's see what Batu is up to. He's going for dominions and followed by Aramwax. Elfberg. No market ups yet apart from the wood ups, and there's a lot of torps in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Almost can fit another one here. Is that even possible? To fit 6 torps in the mine? I never seen that. Can he pull it off? That would be pretty cool. Because he only has 2 mines. That's the only thing. He has another one here. He has... Yeah, that's not so bad. He has 3 mines. He could potentially send copper mines at each 3, I think. That might be a thing. Yeah, he's definitely gonna stick with 4 on this one. Probably could have fit 5 here if he really wanted. I think that probably would have been best. Okay, let's see what we have in here. Don't think he's gonna be sending log bloom anytime soon. Going with the natives. The natives allows him to actually get some carbon nomads and getting hunting dogs. You can actually enemy military movement speed when your farms in states. This one 1 to 4 coin per second trickle. The dependent upon stockpile food and wood. So I think the more resources you have, the more you get a trickle of resources. This one you can train Berber mercenaries and grow stronger near mercenaries. And grows stronger near mercenaries. And outlaws. It's a very weird wording there. This is villager increase. This is actually pretty good for villager revolts here, where your villagers getting like such a boost of a 35% increase in HP plus pioneers. Like Canada revolt on this map would be quite good. But I think we're gonna miss that. Also we have Baber Fantasia. Zenatas and Baber Camel Riders and Sultans gain a charged musket attack. Okay. Nice. I like the options. We're going with the Berber Nomads, getting those extra villagers. Rohbrot also getting the same use of them. Refusing place and market-wise, going for all of them. Of course, you will. We'll get those extra juicy villagers, so pretty much expected. Did he use advanced politicians? Lucan financiers. Big range on the church as well. Whoa, what's so big like this? Bigger than I thought it would be. Can't really see the green line here, but it's here. Crazy. So he's sending the Berber South caravans. I think that's the one. The more resources you have, you get a trickle. This South caravans. The trickle, yeah. You went for the trickle. I think the trickle is pretty good. You haven't gone for the TP though. And keeps doing houses for some reason. Does he want many houses as a revolted? What he's planning on is Italy. He can revolt to United States. Gets forts. Would he use United States for Italy? He could use Barbary States, but Barbary States, I think you're gonna be pretty good with Ottomans. Let's actually go for Hungary. I'm gonna say he's gonna either go Brazil or Argentina here. I would like to see Argentina. I think that's gonna be nice. Well, let's see what Mr. Birthday Boy is up to here. He is on second town center. Going H4. And the other upgrades for... I'm gonna say bikes, not for the... For the Carolians. I don't think we're gonna be seeing any Carolians. Managed to stick another 5 torp here. And now he's just using the wood lines. And very nicely using the mines away from his base. Look how many coin he already gathered from here. And then so trying to preserve his mines in his base. And he's aging up with the Papal Guard. So that's the one who make your upgrades for pikes cheaper. And Rohbrot, Papal Guard as well. It gives you some Papal units, pikes when he ages, right? Now you start booming on the arsenal. There it is. Got some extra juicy villages. And he's gonna go for some sort of musk bulk build. Yeah, this could be quite good. If he goes with Brazil again, we'll go Brazil in a lot of artillery. We're gonna have a strong artillery with all these upgrades for the arsenal. Israel brought cooking something cool here. Okay, so he also reached age 4. I'm going for 3 coverings. We still have 2 minutes. I think we're just dumping a lot of resources into the Lombards. Look at this, we have so many resources. They're just multiplying, you know. We're gonna be seeing Papal Company. So he aged up with the Papal. Is that the same thing? I wonder. Can cover Royale. Oh, he's going for that. Oh, that's so cool. He does have something in mind. That takes a lot of time to arrive. But he still has 1 minute 37 for the clock here. I think Batu's gonna see that though. Batu's going for his second factory. He already sent Northern Forest. Economy is doing pretty well at this point. So both unit upgrades, and we might be seeing what else would he send here? So many trees here. Even if those mines expire or run out, it'd be really hard to stock a wagon there, I think, because of the trees. The trees probably be on the way. We wouldn't really be able to send proper mine in there. Don't think so. You're 40 seconds away. That's the first battle of this treaty. And Rohbrot looking very menacing here on this side with the 28 Papal Guards. Some of the age up, plus some the 18 plus from the on that shipment. And you also get some extra Papal Lombards. The Espingarde is the covering Royale for the Italians. Or 5 Papal Lombards. This is pretty much. This is a bit too much actually. This is pretty much like a you would see with the Ottomans 5 great bombards, pretty kind of thing. And with the USA revolt for Italy, that's different. I like what I see. He's saying that now, Continental Army, transform your revolutionaries into regular, so they're gonna be very strong units. So this guy's, so he has a bunch of them. 72 musketeers instead. It's gonna be a really strong push here. Oh, very nice strategy from Rohbrot. Very well prepared. Batu though, making Karelians here. He's just not ready yet. He's just on 15 minutes and he's gonna see this massive push here. Nice fight with the Covrans for Batu. Managed to taking down some of the spin guards. And now the musketeers is just pushing ahead. There's just so many units here. Jesus Christ, 68 of them. Also the Papal guards moving forward. The fort's gonna take place there. There's nothing he can do to stop that right now. And Batu just pretty much trying to buy some time. I think that the frontier blockhouses will buy him some time. He will have to have more military buildings though if he actually wants to make units. Otherwise he will have to start fighting with Karelians alone. This is such a strong push from Italy. Like we have never seen an Italy push playing this well with the USA revolt. This is super strong. Getting also some extra attacks. There's a lot of Covrans popping out here. It's going to be able to deal very easily with those Lombards, but Explorer just managed to catch that, and I think Rohbrot. I need to do some coverings himself. His other resources. This looks like a pretty much like an all-in strategy, and unless he does something else, he doesn't have any villages or anything of the sort. This is a very all-in strat. Here comes your coverings. These are normal coverings though. They are not upgraded covs, and I wonder if he's gonna go for citizenship and start rebuilding his economy, or he's gonna try to do something more powerful. Oh, but there's a lot of coverings here from Batu. He's gonna have to commit his military to defend the bombards. But Batu has so many coverings, and now the musketeers gonna start coming through. The bombards are getting shot by the coverings. There's so many coverings here, and Batu needs to make great work here. This bombards if he wants to survive, because he loses all this coverings. It's gonna be a problem for Batu here. Now we're running out of coverings. They're draining out pretty fast. Also, there are some coverings in the back line. And he managed to take 3 of them. They're very low HP. Now he has to kite this to his life. He cannot engage at all. And he's killing so many at once. Look at this. The skirmishers are doing great work. As long as the bombards are out of range, he actually might be okay here. He's doing pretty well for Batu so far. He was behind, but he's actually using the explorer to actually snare some of these units, and the Minutemen to delay a little bit further. Nice volley here for Rohbrot with the mini bombards, or the Papal bombards, and the coverings are actually making work with the artillery. But here comes another pop here with coverings. So nice pop from Rohbrot, managed to take 2 of them, and I think Batu is doing the right thing. He's going for the artillery. Now he can deal with the military from Rohbrot. Rohbrot not popping up anything new so far. Oh, Batu is doing better than I expected he would do. He's still like working, making more Karelians. He cleaned USA big time. Look, Batu is actually sending resources now. That's pretty interesting. That's a good use of the, how do you say, of the disc rates here with the dominions. And that's what we were talking about. Like if you want to actually use dominions to actually gather the resources, that would be a pretty good idea. And he's actually doing that very well. But all the Karelians now, we're gonna deal with the massive cav. I think should be fine. They have 49 of them. They can one-shot the Zealands here. They're just gonna melt. They don't have much HP, you know. And I think Rohbrot is forced to call it is the game. And Batu takes the 4th. Italy still hasn't caught up with the revolt, but this is probably the best attempt I've seen in Italy so far. And I think probably much like for a first pick here, maybe trying to use one sieve that Robot thinks might be a good sieve that he can play blind in the blind pick. And if he loses, he still have many other options. Since this is a best of 5, you have to play a lot of different revolts here. So yeah, this is it. Let's see the resources gathered here for these guys. You see the battle just kept massing, making it really hard for Rohbrot to keep up. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, comrades and friends, we are back here once again with Rohbrot Batu. Now, we have on the color blue Batu here playing Spain into the right side of the map. He has to pick first now since he won the previous match. And he went for Spain. Interesting enough, we have here on the other side of the map Rohbrot playing on the color pink. That's the Sweden. Interesting pick for Rohbrot because if Batu go for something like a chill revolt with a lot of hussars of death, and he has a lot of units, a lot of Karelian Jägers, there's going to be a lot of skirmisher units. It could be a problem, you know. Even if you go for pikes, you're gonna have to do a lot of pikes to deal with that big amount of cav. It's a bit scary, and unless you go for something like Trabants or the Hackapellets, right? I think probably it'd be the best option if he does a lot of. But they're expensive. It takes time to amount a good amount of Hackapellets. And it's a bit quite expensive. I don't know if you can pull it off very well. Well, let's see. Let's see what Rohbrot is up to, what he's thinking of this matchup, and what he can actually do here. We are playing on. This is the Karelian Lakes. So I don't know. Actually, this is situated around the world, but this is the Around the World series, and here we are. Let's see what Rohbrot is up to. That's the beginner's deck once again. We have yep, nothing out of the ordinary. It doesn't have the mercenary card upgrade. It does have a lot of cav upgrades cards here, so it might be looking some Hackapellets possibly. Also has options for blueberries. I'm not sure if that's going to be viable. Loads of treasures on this map. We can see this 45 wood here. We have 35 wood there. Loads of experience. Actually, being very active, your explorer is a mandatory thing to do here. Also, we do have an option to go with 1 and 1 TP only, right? Yeah, 1 TP. And as Spain battles already took his. Native wise, you're gonna have outside of the 3D range, you're gonna have the House of Oldenburg. More like for water, this one is, isn't it? 0.3 of warships in fortifications, 50% Royalmen counter damage versus light infantry. A very interesting one. 1 coin per second for hunting villages and fishing. And Royal Huntsmen become Royal Hunters and can no longer gather resources but gain 4 attack and 5 siege, 7 line of sight, 7 range, and 7 plus 7 build limit. They become very menace with this upgrade. Very interesting here. Plus with this one. Is that the same over here? Is it, so the both of the House of Oldenburg. So going for 40 XP. And so far, I think Rohbrot is ignoring other treasures and going for wood treasures. Like, I actually maybe missing some of them on the way. So many treasures in this map. Let's see what Batu is up to. Haven't sent already capitalism 3 views. Okay, is you? What's going on here? so he's age up with a naturalist. He gathers some wood, so I think he's gonna drop a market now. A house instead. Okay, he's housed, so he's gonna need another more wood if he's gonna go for that for the market. He's dropping a church as well. I think that's a good idea. Experience is key into these kind of things. He's always need to think like to do a tavern, church. I think these things are very important. Yeah, a little bit ahead. And your market upgrade might be useful at some point here. 100 coin. He did send 5 vills. 93 villages for Batu. Where Rohbrot. There's 19 villages with and pop here. 12 pop now in construction. He has 3 mines. 4 mines. This is 5 mines. Actually, he's doing pretty well mine-wise. Gonna be able to have... If he does a good placement of torps, he might actually have 20 torps on mines. That's gonna be huge for him. It might be worse sometimes to give people a space to actually allow him to place the 5 torps on this. He might not need though, so many. I think that was a good pick for Rohbrot on the map alone, you know? Just so many mines across the board. Okay, let's see. You go 700 wood or he's gonna wait? Oh, he has everyone on wood. But he did choose to send the minions, so later on when he revolts, he can also use resources, right? There we go. This way. He did wait a little bit, so let's see what Batu is up doing here. Aging up with the bishop. Still a couple of treasures in his base here. There's another one there. Yeah, they're kind of giving up on the treasure hunting. You know, market for Batu is just a bit... I would not like to play this game without a market. That's crazy. Why is he trying to rush stage up so much? He's saving the wood for a town center, I think. He's age up with the bishop. And I think he's gonna go for marvelous years and he's trying to get the villagers, you know, everybody on food. Try to get as many villagers as possible. And that's why he sent, he just chopped all this wood here. So I don't think he cares as much at this time. The explorer is gonna drop a town center now. There we go. And here comes the other town center all across the circle here. Just to place that next to the mine in there. And finish gold followed by marvelous year. He's gonna have enough resources just to make a lot of villagers. He's gonna actually get max pop really, really fast. That's gonna really match up with the economy that we have here from Rohbrot. Robots making another town center. Did he age up with the bishop? But he's building a town center and age up with something else. I do not know what he age up with. Interesting. But look at this. All his torps are only 4 torps per mine. This is the perfect scenario for Sweden. He's edging up the Papal Guards, so you're gonna see a lot of pikes here. Robot has to weigh how many units he's gonna make, how much is gonna boom. The Batu is in a very interesting build order here. It's 33 villagers. Let's see how fast these guys are coming through. Pretty fast. Aging up with the engineer. Preparado. Sebastian Rodriguez. So went for cavalry combat and yeah, he's just gonna do a lot of it doesn't have a market still, like that's so crazy. It has 40 villages with no market. I think he forgot to make a market. Robots might be able to steal a treasure here, but I don't think he's macroing that very well. There's 40 coin over there. About waging up with the Falcon Neto. And yeah, she's gonna take the treasure now. What's this gonna do here? He must expect pikes from Karoli Jaegers. Is that actually focus revolution? Oh, I think he's gonna go for the same plan. He's gonna go chill anyway. If he does the same as Rohbrot did, I think he's gonna be on Rohbrot's he's gonna be on Rohbrot to actually catch up with the military. Because even with the pikes, I remember when Radovan did I think it was the same matchup. The pikes, this just was not enough to stop Chill Revolt. It's best of 5. This is the grand finals, yes. So that was not enough pikes to stop all the Hussars of Death with so much HP, you know. Rohbrot, he needs to be fully popped. He has 2 minutes 40. He needs to mass to the teeth, you know, if he wants to really get there. Not sure if he's gonna be able to do it. These guys, they have low HP. They're nice for H4. You know, minute 10, pretty strong. Minute 12, supremacy, you know. But if you play in a treaty game with when you have like 40 Hussars of Death coming your way, that's going to be a problem. I think we had something like this. We had 40 Hussars of Death against 40 pikes. That's insane. They have 0 chance for the pikes. It looks like a good idea, but it's not. Batu is sending more cav upgrades back to back. Like, he's pretty much doing Radovan's build here. He's going for cavalry combat and cavalry attack and handy cavalry hit points. And he might even send the 7 Hus. 1 minute 30 for the Revolt. Becomes a couple of stables and he's gonna start messing also. I think he should put the factories into wood, the villages into resources, but just got a hunt there. The hunters are I should have a couple hunts here as well. He's okay. And he still has oh yeah, he's on 69 villages, very nice. But he still has 1 minute that he used all the marvelous years seconds already. He's gonna have a lot of revolutionaries. Don't forget that there's a lot of revolutionaries that can kill pikes as well. So It's a very scary situation that he can create for Rohbrot, but he's not interested in making husks. I think at this point he wants to have massed a bunch of husks. I don't know what his plan is, why he's not making hussars here. We are 27 seconds. I think you want to push. If you are going to do a chill revolt, you want to be fast. You want to get into his face really, really early. Where Sweden might just go Finland anyway. Where Batu is Spain. Here we go, he's calling. So he went chill, but he has no cav. He has 6 cav here. So he's making the cav now. That was a mistake. I think he didn't know that he can actually make the cav beforehand. All you will do, you transform into Hussars of Death. That's why you have 7 Hus in your deck. He was like waiting for the revolt to happen to make the Hus, which is a mistake. I don't think it matters. Look how fast they're coming out. I think he has the church upgrade anyway. For cav, yeah, he has. It doesn't matter at the end of the day. So Rohbrot though, this guy can micro, man. He doesn't have the same amount of pikes he had last time he played against Radovan. This time he's prepared. He has 74 pikes here. You can't spend the cav, you need 200. Oh, the pop space. That's right. That's true. That's actually true. Good point there, Batu. Yeah, that's a good placement here. Very nice base for Rohbrot here. That's gonna buy him some time. And now Batu's gonna think how he's gonna actually be able to siege this without sacrificing a lot of cav into the spikes. At least initially, there's a lot of Kareli Jaegers here. What are they? 51 Kareli Jaegers, and now he's going to be able to gather other resources as well, like wooden coin. Then I will allow him to make more units. You know, people have been sending this card a lot, but I think he needs to send this one, and then drop maybe state as well. I would sit to my base if I was Rohbrot. I don't see the point of leaving my base at this point. But he does have a lot of horse guns. He has... Doesn't want to be on the defense as well, which I understand. So I'm in artillery for Rohbrot. Be going here with the cav. He's just not gonna be fast enough to catch them. The revolutionaries are there to help the cav. Batu is committing with this. The artillery is gonna... Oh my gosh, this is gonna be it. Batu says, you know what, I'm gonna go for it. The cav is taking so much damage from those spikes. The spikes are actually taking advantage. The falconet on the back is actually doing the major damage here as well. Some of the hussars are coming from the back. The revolutionaries are intact here, but all the hussars of death completely melted now. This is a cleanup for Rohbrot. I think Batu needed to take his time, but the problem with taking his time with a civilization, you don't have the economy to back it up like the Finland would have here. And it was just a good base design, and with a good preparation with the horse guns this time Rohbrot was ready. I think he learned his lesson last time. He improved so much, and he was ready for chill this time. He managed to take this win with ease here. So many pikemans. The Finland card increased their hand infantry combat. Yes, he did send a lot of upgrades as well for them units. But this does not affect the pikes. This one does though. The Kudge of War improves attack and movement speed of hand infantry unit trains in barracks and blockhouses. And I also could have sent the church card that makes them move faster and train slower as well. I don't know if he used that or not. I don't even think he has it. Yeah, I'm not sure if he did use that card. Rohbrot taking the win. I just want to see the villager count on this game. Yeah, Batu had 77 villages, man. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Game 3, Batu Rohbrot. Just found ourselves into a mirror. Batu having to pick first, pick Dutch, and follow through by Rohbrot. Interesting enough, Rohbrot already used USA, so it's very likely that you're going to be seeing now some South Africa revolt from Rohbrot, where Batuhan, you still have the options to go for USA, South Africa, and both of them can go Indonesia and in Brazil as well, don't forget. And here we have Batu playing in the color red into this side of the map, opening up with TP here, where Rohbrot is actually saving his wood and you're gonna opt for an early bank. I like the opening with the market better. Because you can actually use those if you do the math correctly and you actually gather actually coin here. You can get hunting dogs a bank during the age up, and you still keep a market before you reach age 2. I do like the idea of actually having that market on, but let's see who's actually going to be able to have a little bit more of economy between this mirror here of Dutch. Here we have Rohbrot. Been selected deck just yet, going for 85 food treasure. There's a lot of animals as well in this map. A lot of pouches of treasures here of coin. Some llamas everywhere. 75 wood come for battle. That's gonna really help with the bank. So we have hunting dogs, so that really helps in the beginning, but at this point, with 2 llamas already. Got managed to get 2 himself. So this is his deck. It also has the agent's card, but gives 50% H point and 15 line of sight for his spies. If you go for something, some sort of like with the tavern with the Dutch builds, and you can doing a lot of you do a lot of mercenaries, I think that the spies would be amazing. The 14 villas at age up for both of these guys. Actually, Dutch here managed to age up with 15 villagers. I think it's because of the hunting dogs. And now I think he can drop a bank just before he goes to age 2. And he'll have a house, a market, and a bank just before age 2. A Rohbrot is gonna have a bank and no market. And that's why I think with the market opening is way better. I think it's a way superior build. You get your bank faster, you see? You're gonna get his bank a little bit earlier. But I wonder how... There we go. He's gonna go for his first bank here. Minute 340, right? And Batu now. Go for his bank at 345 with market hunting dogs. That's the beauty of a market. And all this time he's gathering food.
Yeah.
At 92, where Rohbrot is gathering at 84. I see Batu's already a little bit ahead here, just because of the market. The market alone. And now the only transition, see, Batu might idle here if he does not careful in actually gathering coin to make a village. So he's gonna idle. That's the only thing. Well, as soon as you do your bank, you gotta go straight away start gathering coin. He actually might get that village just in time. He's mainly focusing on gathering food because he wants to get those banks straight away. And then once he gets the 2-3 banks, he's not going to be have to worry anymore. These are pretty much like 4 villages on coin, so it's just about enough coin that you need to make villages. And if you just need to sell some food to make another villager, not a big deal.
Commando.
There we go. Second bank coming through. Rohbrot is also on 2 banks. Market's coming out with hunting dogs on the way. Then the bank wagon now. Just a choice. 16 villagers against 16 villagers. The score is in favor of Rohbrot. Why? Is it because of the bank order coming through? It's because Rohbrot is now on 4 banks. Batu is only on 3. But he's going for the wood. No, he went for wagon shoe. Yeah, there he goes. Here comes the bank wagon. Now he's on 4 banks. And now Batu's ahead in score. Now they're the same. 18 villagers versus 18 villagers. I don't know. It's hard to say who is ahead. Some gang saw. Now his house popped. It's a big dilemma at this point in time to make a house or to go for the bank. Choosing the economic route. Now we're gonna go for a house now. Batu is on building a church. He's already on 5 banks. Batu is way ahead now. Even though they score says otherwise. The score goes back and forth, but no robots ahead. I don't understand the score. Sometimes it's so confusing, but I think it's because they're so close, it doesn't really matter that much. Okay. Oh, Rohbrot. You gonna send anything else, H2? Probably not. He also has theaters. Upgrade tavern to theaters, which have Ronin in an outlaw type unit cost less population. Okay, that's the last bank he can do. Still have lemons. He's running out of food. Okay, we're back. We're back. Let me save this like here. Okay, so where were we? So Batu here. Agent with the bishop. So he went for military reforms. Aberdeen's march significantly more quickly, but do less damage against infantry. Okay. Also, he jumped with the bishop. Another town center coming his way. Robot coming to say hi here. They both on very similar strategy here. Um, Apart from the beginning, they have the same amount of buildings. So this is neck to neck. Apart from the build art, it's like Robot doesn't have the Halberdier tech card though. I wonder what he's gonna use that for. Here we go. Advanced Arsenal instead. Card being sent by Rohbrot. Okay, Batu. A little bit behind in age. He's going for luck gems as well. It's a good placement for his town center. He have access to this coin mine and to these next hunts. So very nice positioning. Are we going to be seeing an early mercantilism or not? Rohbrot is already going crazy on the arsenal there. The gunners quadrant and military drummers. Still not invested on the mercantilism. He didn't age with the bishop. I do not know what he aged up with. He has a tavern. So he actually can make Swiss bikes, tomatoes, and Gatling camels.
Yeah.
And look what he's going for, boys. They look menace. Nice shields. Fully plated with 30% melee resist. They punch a 64 fish damage and with 22 hand attack and 5 times cavalry, so they do more than 100 damage versus cavalry. So you don't want to do cavalry against these big boys. You're gonna be doing some Swiss pikes artillery for Rohbrot probably. Mercantilism factories are in place. And he's housed again. Batu on the other hand, he went for this card. So it is the Halberdiers that march more quickly. So he's gonna go for cheaper units, but they're gonna be upgraded. He already sent infantry combat, so Halberdiers get also 50% HP and damage. So which one is gonna be better? Mercenary Swiss pikes, or Halberdiers? Swiss pikes would be better, but they'll be more expensive. I think Batu will be able to remass or even make more of them. That's how it should be.
Commander?
So also some mercantilism. Now Tulip of Speculations on the way. We are 1 minute away from 3D time. Time for scouting. And Rohbrot sees it and decides to hide his units, which is clever. Hiding his hand here. But they also supposed to have a scout. The scout would be very, very handy at this point. What is his scouts? "30 seconds. That's 20 pikes. Rohbrot doesn't have enough wood here with the revolt. So he can't really push anytime soon, and he's just buying what he needs here. Yeah, these guys are gathering a lot of coins fast, so it might just be easier Plus he's running out of resources anyway. We go back to South Africa here. Rohbrot going with South Africa himself. And Revolt is actually, once you push this, he has three spikes. They're very strong. Here, finally getting some Stadwatch halberdiers. I wonder if they get anything else here from his halberdiers. Gonna lose that exploded bank there. Some of the villagers are actually on the mine. Wood volley here from the covering Royale. And then he's gonna have to deal with this mass of... We need 2 Swiss spikes here. So coverings of his own here in the back. And these the halberdier decides to step back here. They know that they're cheaper units. Or at least they want to find outside his base. Now this is a fair fight. It's gonna be easier for Rohbrot to take this fight now. Because these guys, they have 30% range resist. This guy has 20 range resist.
Yeah.
These boys have 350 HP, where these ones have 310. 43 damage, 22 damage. It's almost like the halberdiers are better.
Yeah.
The Swiss spikes at this point. Just a little bit more tanky, that's all. But these guys, they cost 100 resources. But Batu has a lot of coin. Yeah, they have to revolt by 16 minutes. That's the rule. On a 15 minutes 3D game. In both going to South Africa, they both have coverings. Rohbrot doing a lot of horse artillery here. The strike attacks is going in front to actually get a bit of visibility. And what's these units that Batu is making here? Part for the blue guards. Is there anything else? Just the blue guards. So he has blue guards, halberdiers. Sacrifice the tracks. Sees the big mass of horse artillery from Rohbrot. He decides to back out a little bit, recompose. I like what Batu is doing with the halberdiers. They are cheaper units, but I would like to see a transition to wagons at some point, because he's just going to be able to afford it at some point in time. Or is he going to go Haganauts, try to hold the game a little bit longer, and then he go for the Dragon Welfare?
Yeah, Commando. Yeah.
A lot of covering royales here. Were they both Dutch, by the way? They were both Dutch, yes. I think Batu lost a bank. He's on 8 banks with the 2 banks that he sent, where Rohbrot is on 9 banks. So he's 4 villages ahead economically. Rohbrot's fully popped here. He still have 9 tracks. And he also heavily armed on the advanced arsenal as well. So these guys are pretty beefy and moving pretty fast with 75% range resist. These guys gonna punch. They're gonna really hit hard here. They're really fast. Just before they can disassemble, Rohbrot see the massive coverings. Here comes the tracks from Rohbrot. Let's look into the defensive perspective here. We're getting Wanderlust as well. It's gonna make these units even stronger. So they're gonna give a small buff, 330 HP. Now they go to 340 HP with 5.1 speed. These guys are getting better. They're almost like a Swiss spike here. And both of these guys are overpopped here. The blue guards are actually getting out of the position here. The pikes do not connect with the blue guards, and more like a covering fight from both of these players. The red lancers are coming right into the halberdiers, and it's forcing a connection here for Batu. The blue guards are not in place though. The horse actually doing great work onto the halberdiers, grouped in together like that, and the coverings Not doing a great job as we would expect, but all the halberdiers are gone. Here comes the red lancers as well. All the Swiss pikes are diminishing at this point. Oh boy, the red lancers are moving around. Is he going for the villagers? Good macro here from both of these players. Red lancers coming from the coverings or even for the horse artillery on the back. Now it's a blue guard fight. There's a lot of Swiss pikes. These guys managed to survive. The horse artillery did such great work here for Rohbrot so far. And Rohbrot took a small lead here. He still managed to survive with 30 blue guards. I think he had some sort of replenishing of these units. It kind of had not lost a single blue guard. Is that what it was? Can be. Has 14 Swiss pikes. Have 30 range resist, and this guy has 20 range resist. I think they're a little bit more tanky because of their range resist. Batu sending Wanderlust again, going for his skirmishes. He's already veteran, and the guard upgrade coming through in a minute. But how is he gonna deal with the horse artillery if he doesn't have coverings? 5 coverings are popping up in the back. The tracks are really annoying at this point. We're gonna lose all the halberdiers for the tracks, but I think Batu just wants to get them out of the way. Here comes the covering. Can he make use of the coverings? It's gonna be really important for Batu. Yeah, the skirmish is gonna do great work into this military here. It's the town center, but at what cost? He's losing all the horse artillery. The pikes actually. Horse artillery is not in range of the coverings, and good micro here for Rohbrot. At least artillery wise, still so many coverings alive, too many skirmishers. It's gonna force him to go back. What is that? You see a champion Ironwood Clampman. Oh, that's pretty cool. My eyes are hurting like crazy. Oh boy. Okay, Batu survives this. Managed to put his town center back. He's on 47 villages and Rohbrot is on 42. So Batu has a better economy. Oh no, he's losing the covering. That's not good. Just because of the horse guns here, it's gonna be hard for Batu if he doesn't win the covering fights. Where's his arsenal? Oh, he has all the military ones, but he doesn't have the gunner squadron. It's gonna give him a line of sight. He really needs that. Upgrade that in the arsenal. It's the only one that he really needs right now. These are also pretty good. This is does damage to buildings, and this is for the grenadier. So you don't even need those two, yeah. But definitely that one. So they have. Doesn't really say the range here. There we go. They have to be assembled 34 range. Rohbrot's not paying attention. He's gonna be caught up here. And Rohbrot is actually transitioning to bolas. This guy has 34 range, so have they. Just line of sight, right? The line of sight is bigger for Rohbrot. I think Rohbrot's back. He lost all the coverings though. It's not a big deal, he can remass them. Because he will have the resources for. So Batu's units have all the Wanderlust that he can have. I wonder if he's gonna go for something like the Dragoons or Haganauts to boost his economy a little bit more. There we go, some halberdiers again. That's a little bit the protection he needs for his skirmishers. And Rohbrot is transitioning to some cav horse artillery. The coverings are coming, popping up just in front of Batuhan. Batuhan was already disassembled, makes a great volley here. The halberdiers are going to make to connect. More coverings are coming through for Rohbrot, but that batch is actually dwindling. But the pikemen are connecting with the horse artillery in the back. All the pikemen are going to be gone, and if the pikes are gone, the skirmishers will be exposed. So Batu is in a predicament here of how he's going to macro this correctly. Look at the horse artillery. Oh boy, that's gonna hurt. Whoa. And now he started adding some of the war wagons for Rohbrot. He sent 4 war wagons. And he also sent the welfare. He can actually start making dragoons now. We're gonna see some of his Batu's villages as well up north here. Is this downfall the beginning of the end for Batu here? He's using his horse artillery against him. Batu has a lot of resources.
Commando?
But he's gonna need more coverings than that. He did it on the other side. Oh no.
Yeah.
What is that? Military wagon. Oh, that's gonna be scary. But it's now sending Wanderlust. The horse artillery is just gonna be able to siege anything very, very fast. Even get close range with the coverings. Oh, Batu's gonna give a nice volley. Managed to take 2 coverings for free. Horse artillery getting closer. They're gonna take the market in 1 hit. Boom. So let's look what Batu is up to. He's finally getting the quadrants. Great for the arsenal. So many horse artillery though. He can't push this. So many coverings for Rohbrot. Batu has 8 banks. This is a fight of artillery. If we start taking out the banks, it's gonna be hard to remass. Ooh, he's gonna lose a lot of villagers here. That's gonna really, really, really hurt Batu's economy now. So many coverings for Rohbrot, and Batu just doesn't have any cav. Ooh, the pikes are just not cutting it. And Rohbrot keeps pumping these big boys, and they're coming really fast to the front line and completely overwhelming Batuhan's front line. Right into his base, and he's running out of banks. He's gonna start losing some of the barracks. Sending a capital behind that just to make matters worse. And he's on 4 banks now. I think that's hard to come back now for Batu. And there's so many horse artillery. Don't even need military at this point. Look at this. It's gonna be a rain of hits now. Let's push from Batu. It's just not gonna cut it. And I think you're gonna see a GG here, boys. Rohbrot takes the win. Okay, I thought it was over now. I think maybe Batu has another breath somewhere. Yeah, maybe another volley. That's it. And he takes the win. Okay, a little bit of a struggle here. Nice military fight with the artillery. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are back once again. This is Rohbrot playing on the color green on the left side of the map. The Ottomans. This is a strong civilization. This is match point. This is 2-1 Rohbrot. If Rohbrot takes the win, this is all over for Batu. And on the northern side of the map, playing on the color blue, we have Batu Hunt playing as the Portuguese. The Portuguese is going to be a very strong sieve here. We're close to the water. We could have a very strong economy for the Portuguese, but he's going to have to survive a very strong push with the bombards from the Ottomans. Can he actually do it? What's the revolts that these guys can go for? Well, when it comes to the Ottomans, we have options such as the Barbary States. He can also, the Barbary States is going to have a lot of those melee units with the Great Bombards, Spahi, and with the Fusiliers as well. Nizam Fusiliers, it could be quite a great option. We have Egypt, Hungary with the Cav. Maybe Cav, that's not probably what you want to do versus the ports that can do halberdiers, can do dragoons, so not sure. In Romania, you get dragoons himself. I think he's gonna go for Barbary States. That's what he has been done successfully in the past. I think that's what we're gonna be seeing from him here. Whereas for Batu, he can go Barbary States as well for Portuguese, Indonesia, Peru, Gran Colombia, or Brazil. Are we gonna see another Brazil revolt from the Portuguese, or we're gonna see some Gran Colombia? I think we're gonna see Colombia here, and try to tank with the musketeers and good micro and loads of coverings to try to take down the Great Bombards. I think that's my take here. What's gonna be happening? But let's see. Now Batu getting Fetorias. And that nice trickle of resources very, very early on. You see that it doesn't have the what's that card called? Schooners for cheaper docks and fishing boats. He does have Portuguese White Fleet. So each dog will spawn 4 fishing boats. He also have medicine. I think he might be seeing some grape shot maybe. That could be something we haven't seen. You also can hire Italians on Metis, 6 of them for 1,000 coin. Good option there. Also, if you want to go for the Dragoons. Okay, Rohbrot though. He's going for Schooner. He went 3 Schooner now. Doesn't have the Sublime Port card, but it's gonna go for a small boon on the Ottoman economy. Ottoman economy isn't one of those great civilizations that it just doesn't do very well against other sieves. However, because they get free villages, you don't need to have villages on food. Therefore, allows yourself to put all your villages on wood and open docks like this when you have a small of a treaty game. And then you can actually get a little bit ahead by using, making use of the docks. So, looking pretty good here for Rohbrot as well. We also have the Jesuit missions here. On this side of the map. This is one of those maps that had different natives here. He actually can take this native for experience, and later on do conquistadors. I think this is looking pretty good here for Rohbrot on this side, where Batu will have to go suffice with the Safi Mosque and going for the Qsbash. I wonder if he gets anything better. You got 10% villaging fishing boats gathering, so you can boost gathering from boats. It's not that much. Plus 10 villager build limit. I don't know if you're gonna need that. You're gonna have a great economy anyway, but you can use that for experience. The line of the treaty line is here. This yellow line is right here. Oh, maybe he cannot build anything here. I don't know. I wonder. Okay, let's see what Rohbrot is up to. Now sending rendering plants. He's gonna be able to gather much faster from... Is it from only from whales, right? It's 30% from fish and 25% from whales. He's on a triple dock here on this side. And I think he intends to go into the other side as well. Or not. He could. He definitely could go to the other side as well. So he has 9 minutes to use this water play here. I don't think Batu is aware of this water play. He does see his deck though. He's probably know what's up. He doesn't see the dogs just yet here. And we see ports without the water. So I think Batu is going for more for a time pushed strategy than actually going for a boom strategy. So I think that's what he's going to go for. He needs to go for some tempo. Definitely needs. So this is a match point here for Batu. He needs to take this win. He's on steel traps. And 700 coin. He doesn't have a battleship frigate. But he does have improved warships. I don't know if he's gonna use that or not. But the good thing for Rohbrot is that once revolted, he's still gonna have 24 boats. I mean, of course, this boat's gonna go away. He's gonna be able to have 4 on coin each side. But until all these fishes are there, you're gonna be able to have the extra resources. I think that's a great strategy. I would like to see actually a dock on the other side. And, I don't know. I don't think there's enough food for this many boats. It's already on 26 boats for... This side is gonna run away. It's gonna run out pretty fast. It does have 3 whales, so he will still be able to keep 12 of those boats after the fish is gone. The fish is gonna run out pretty fast, and I think he's already have 12 of these boats on coin anyway. He hasn't upgraded the church to spawn villages faster though. He's opting for not sending anything into H3. Lacking the experience, that TP will really help him to actually get the shipments that he so much need here. Or even age up with a second church maybe, I don't know. Here comes Batu now, opening the dock, and he's queuing for the Portuguese White Fleet, but he only has a single dock. You're gonna need to drop a bunch of docks if he wants to make use of that card effectively. Sending medicine. Interesting choice here for Batu. This is gonna give 4 fishing boats for each dock that he has, and he only has a single dock. He's gonna get 4 fishing boats. I think he's gonna drop another dock here. He's gonna get 8 fishing boats. Okay. It's okay-ish. Shipment now is gonna be 8 villages. Inferior 8 villages card. Don't know. Is that good enough? But interesting is going for medicine. Medicine is gonna give a 15% build time for villagers. Cost less food, wood, or coin. Influence. They build faster for 15. So his villagers now cost 85 food. He's making out of 3 town centers. 4 counting with this one. Is that robots? I think the lines are crossing. Look at this. The 3D lines are really close to each other. And we are able to get something like this, where the town centers are almost meeting down the middle. Let's see what Batu's done here. What are his fishing boats, man? There we go, on the docks. I forget that don't spawn. They just add to the queue of the docks. I always forget that. Oh, he's aging up with the Viceroy. The Viceroy gives you... not sure. Let's check what website says. Overview, age ups. Age 4 age ups. So the Viceroy gives him 6 fishing boats and 400 wood. Very nice. Well, Rohbrot staging up with the Tycoon. So he's going to get the coin so he can actually get Mercantilism. And now he's getting Galata Tower District. Who's going to allow him to have... Is that the 45 build? No, that's the second one. That's the 25 build limit. Rohbrot is now on 3 town centers. Managed to get H4 before Batu. Mercantilism on the way. He already sent Moss Construction. Is gonna save Palace Intrigue for last, possibly. He's going for Spahi. Followed by Church. Oh, decided to go for Church instead. So Batu with the age up now managed to get 14 boats. This 14 boats is pretty much enough for the end of the game. If it goes for a long-term game, it was not a big investment for the amount of resources we're gonna get, but it's just a little bit behind in the water. But inland, he's on 62 villagers, where Robots has 59. He has 30 of these villagers are on water. Yeah, he's already running out of food here. Completely cleaned up the water. Plenty of food. As soon as he revolts with Barber States, I think, if I'm not mistaken, the Berbers, they cost more food from the town centers to make them. So having that extra food will be amazing. And now the upgrades for the arsenal. It's in the back this time. Normally Rohbrot puts the factories in front so he can be a little bit more aggressive. But I think he's just not gonna risk in a very small map like this where their bases are overlapping pretty much. So he's going to actually hide his factories over here in case he loses water and he doesn't have any surprises. So any surprises with the water. This is pretty much a water defense positioning for these factories and trying to hide them onto the trees. Still no sign of getting this TP here, which will be quite useful for him. Now we 1 minute 30 from the treaty. Now getting the Gunner squadrons for the line of sight for his coverings. And if we look at their line of sight, they have good line of sight here because of his explorer as well. The elephant. Sees the water gunplate here from Batu as well. More Spahi coming through. We are 1 minute away. This could be game, boys. This could be the end of a long series of a Revolt Royale. Batu going for lines now. And dropping an arsenal, that's going to be useful. Sending an adjuvant arsenal as well. He's gonna need to send this one first, I think. He's going for bayonets. So is he Batu going for Colombia? I think so. Okay, we have the revolt. It is 10 seconds still for the treaty. Batu must be ready because Rohbrot is not waiting for him. Let's look at the Rohbrot's side point of view. He's sending now infantry breastplates. This cav is gonna have a boost of HP here. So his Spahi with 1050 HP didn't have a massive boost. Oh, what's a breastplate do? Is it for armor? 10% armor. Maybe it was armor. It must be before 15 minutes. Oh, 16 minutes. They it's a 15 minutes treaty with 1 minute cooldown period where they actually can. A nice usage here of the ironclads for Batu with the Grand Colombia Revolt. He needs to really buy his time here, I think. The bombard is going to be a problem he has to deal with. And then he can lose the Coverings. Maybe have to use the ironclads as here his best ability. But he's going to lose some ground here in the meanwhile. Robot has another shipment as well. Batu still stuff to send here. I think he needs to send this guy here, right? No. Oh, he's gonna lose a lot of... If we lose the market, it's gonna be a problem. He doesn't have villagers. But that Spahi is coming close into the coverings. Can Batu do more coverings? I don't think he can. But the musketeers will be able to deal with the Spahi. The Spahi doing so much damage. The Fusiliers are also doing so much damage into the coverings. The coverings hitting hard. Batu is out of coverings. Some of the musketeers coming through in the back, but the bomber is just quickly demolishing them. The Fusiliers here are doing great work. Some barbarians are still on the field. Finally, the ironclads can do some work, but Rohbrot has decided to really push this. It's just the spike just doesn't die, man. They're so strong. They have so much HP, and that area damage is completely demolish everything that Batu has. I mean, Rohbrot doesn't have much yet, but let's see here. Let's see what I'm gonna see. Rohbrot. Yeah, this gonna hurt. Baghdad Janissaries is really strong. Plus, he comes with 2 bombards as well, and that's gonna be sealing the deal here. How he's gonna deal with so many bombards at this point? Still some Fusiliers. The Fusiliers alone is so hard to deal with. They are so strong. They have what is that? They have 20% resistance from artillery. It's just hard to take down. The fact is gonna go down now. I think we're gonna see the winner of the Revolt Royale 2 coming close. A great build order, I think. This using the water play here was really huge for him, and he's completely cleaned up water. Batu still has a lot of resources coming in, but how he's gonna deal with losing all his this is the last town center he has. He can't upgrade anything. He doesn't have any villagers. He only has the water play. He doesn't have any military buildings, and this is it. This is the last push from Batu. He has 4,000 food, but he can't just use it. It's very sad for him. I wish he could have sent citizenship, because maybe he could have done something. And look, he could have done more, but he needs town centers at this point. Now lost both factories, where Rohbrot is just going to be popping more great bombards non-stop from the factories, and it's what does Batu can do here? Wait a second. What is that? He's an explorer. He's making an explorer so he can actually make more musketeers, but the longer it takes, the more it hurts. Worse it's going to be for him. I think he's doing a very good diversion away from his town centers here, but he's just gonna get caught up here with the extra bombards that's coming from Rohbrot's base. Oh no, there's a camel. The camel, Berber camel riders are coming in hot. These guys, they suck a punch. They have 300 HP and 22 damage hand attack, but now the bombards managed to catch up here. Still the bears are on the field. The Fusiliers are coming in hot. Batu trying the maximum to survive using the staggered mode, but that is a massacre. A robot coming in strong with the mass. This is an unstoppable mass. There is nothing Batu can do. and Batu has to throw the towel and call in GG's. And happy birthday, Batu. I think that's for second place versus Rohbrot. It's still hopefully that it's a good birthday present there. And congratulations for Rohbrot for taking the win. Finally taking the win onto this tournament and taking the first place